This is family business, and this is for the family.
Your name?
My name is Jimmy.
Alright. Would you consider Chicken Express a family business?
Yeah, I feel like I will consider it a family business, even if like some of us aren't really related, and that's just because that we really all just look out for each other in a way that it's like a family way. We all make sure that everybody's doing good with everything, you know. So I will consider it a family business.
So you have your own little family at Chicken Express, right?
Yes, I do. I have my sister and my brother working here with me, and yeah.
Sorry, you and your siblings close?
Yeah, we are. We hang out a lot. We hang out at home all the time. Me and my brother, we play our video games together, and then sometimes when I have spare time, I play board games with my sisters, or we just watch movies.
You have any, wild stories about either one of them? Doesn't have to be work related, but...
Well, my brother, there's one time my brother got beat up. He got jumped, and I had to go save him, because, you know, that's just what little big brothers do, I guess. And, that's really one crazy story I have with my brother is like having to go help him in a situation like that. And then with my sisters, no, I don't really have anything crazy about my sisters. Nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah. Are there any other families at Chicken Express?
Yeah, there's a couple. I think there's one that I noticed. And the one thing I noticed about working with family members at Chicken Express is that it's easier for them to communicate, because for me, how I feel like it was for me is that when I first started working here, is I started working after my brother LaShawn. And when I first came, I was antisocial. I didn't really talk to nobody, but I felt comfortable because I was with a family member. So I was able to like communicate through him, through the other peoples in a way, which really got me close to everybody, because it taught me that that it's like I didn't talk to nobody at first, so I was really only talking with my brother. And I feel like it's good to have a family member at times, so that way you can just get used to the work environment with them, and then you can like start communicating with your other teammates that you have. And then
And you think, because a lot of people say that family and business don't mix.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
No, I feel like a family business is something really good to have, mainly because I feel like if you're working with a family member, it's good because you really already know how they are and you know how to move, so it's easy to predict on what they're going to do. It's easier, again, like I said, for communicating, so nobody's not all weird, just like at all with the talking situation. Everybody, we already know each other because we're family, so I feel like it's easier for us to move faster with orders and everything else.
Yeah, so who's your favorite out of the families that work here?
Obviously mine, because I love my family, obviously.
What's your thoughts on Austin and Jackson?
Austin and Jackson, oh yeah, they're cool. Yeah, I like that. They you can tell that they're close as well. You can tell that they're good with communicating with each other, especially when it comes to work. They can easily talk to each other about what orders they have to do, and they just get it out the window faster.
You got any crazy stories for Austin and Jackson?
No, I think I have one, maybe one. I believe Jackson was there. It's either Jackson or Austin. One of them were there. Because whenever this crackhead had showed up outside of the store, and he was rocking a Chicken Express hat, and we were really all confused because it kind of made us look bad. I was just in our parking lot with a Chicken Express hat on, just geeking. And we didn't really know how to feel about it. We had customers in the store and everything, so it was kind of just it was awkward. It was honestly awkward. That's one thing that's one weird thing that has happened with me, and I believe it was Austin I was there.
So you think when the families work together, do you think they work well, or do you think it messes them up at work?
No, I feel like they do work well, because I feel like when it comes to family members working with each other, I feel like they always leave their personal problems at home for something to deal with. And they always just come here ready to work, and they know that they're at work, so they're going to have to leave anything that they have going on at home.
Do you think there's any bias with people, their family works here?
No, I don't feel like there is at all, no.
Do you think we should continue to be that family type of style?
Yeah, I feel like it'd be good for the company to have like at least a family or two inside of them.
So you would say families in the workplace benefit?
Yeah, I'd say it does benefit the company. Yeah.
I think that's our interview.
All right. Then.
Your name?
Austin Butcher.
What's your thoughts about family and business?
You know, sometimes family can work well in business, and sometimes they can not work so well.
How do you think it works here?
I think here, CE is a family business, so I would say that it works pretty well here.
You got a family here at CE?
I do. I got my brother Jackson, otherwise known as JG. He works here with me. We just started back this summer before we go back to school.
You say you and him are pretty close?
I would say we're pretty close. Over the years, I say the past like few years or so, definitely gotten closer and just become more like friends, honestly.
And you got any crazy stories about Jackson? On work related?
On work related, I don't know. It seems like he's always getting into something with some girl, and then it never ends up working out.
Certified bag fumbler?
He is definitely a bag fumbler. Like he'll be talking to a girl. He was talking to a girl this summer. She's from Houston. He drove all the way to Houston like 3 times this summer to go meet up with her. And then once he gets back from fish camp, she's no longer his girl anymore. He's talking to a new girl.
And what are your thoughts on the other families at CE?
Other families I see, it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, CE family business, so I like to see the family chemistry in business.
What's your crazy story of, about the new trio?
New trio, and I mean, I just see Jimmy and LaShawn. I mean, one time saw them scrapping in the dish room. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, Jimmy already said in one of his crazy stories he got offered to join. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I ain't seen that one before. But yeah, I mean, they cool though. I like them.
And do you think family impacts CE positively or negatively?
I definitely say positively. Definitely, well, for one, if we're short on staff, it definitely helps bring in staff. And then two, it's good chemistry. It just makes the job easier, makes the shifts go by faster, and it's just overall better.
Do you think there's any bias with the families?
Any bias? There probably is some bias with the businesses, but I mean, there's bias in everything, so it's like shit.
And but you think family and business mix pretty well? Because most people say business and family don't mix.
Yeah, for most places, you usually don't want to have your family member in the same business as you, but for this business, I feel like it works. Like, we just, I don't know, it's just different at CE, man.
It's the culture.
It's just culture.
And you think, collectively, even the ones that aren't related, you think we're all just family?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. Even the ones who aren't family, I think CE does a good job of making everybody feel like family, because that's just the type of bond we got at work.
Yeah, and do you think we should continue to hire family members?
I think we definitely should continue to hire people. Like I said, it boosts them around, boosts the team chemistry, and it just makes the job better.
But do you believe that it benefits Chicken Express as a business?
Yeah, I would definitely say with family and business here definitely goes up.
Alright, that's our interview. What's your name?
Jackson.
Alright, and would you say that Chicken Express is like a family business?
Chicken Express is a family business. When I was the age of 6 years old, my best friend Hank, his dad was the GM at Chicken Express, Bill Awful. So I've been around Chicken Express since a young age, and it's always had that family atmosphere. My Little League baseball team was sponsored by Chicken Express actually. I had the logo on the side of my jersey, so I was always repping CE to be honest. And they'd always have sweet tea selling at the baseball baseball stands at the game. So, CE's always been a family-run business, and then we have a lot of families within CE, so it truly is a family.
And I know that you work with your brother here, right?
Yes, so my brother first worked here before I started working here about 3 years ago. My brother he's one of the OGs for sure, working back with Jamori, Leanne, people, just to name a few. But he's definitely been here one of the longest, and kind of encouraged me to get into it. It's definitely fun working with my brother, but I think GM definitely tells people who do the schedules not to schedule us, so we work very few shifts together actually.
And what was your favorite moment with Austin working with him?
Honestly, one of my favorite moments is probably just I feel like one time we were with, maybe it was like Javen or something, and we were like just hooping with the trash and just like throwing dunks and stuff. So that was pretty fun. And I don't know, we just be washing dishes together, chatting it up, That's pretty good.
What's your thoughts on the new trio? Sean, Jimmy.
Are they actually related? Okay.
All
I
siblings.
think it's good that we're bringing in a new family to see. The only bad thing is that they tend to behave. They be on worse behavior when they're around them, but I mean that's kind of expected. So as long as they stay locked in, don't do anything too stupid, I think they'll be fine.
Guys, there's another trio.
Okay, yeah. We also had Kane, Miss T, and Bo working here, which is great. So when I first hired Kane, it was just him, and then when I came back this summer, his mom and his brother came in, and they've really helped out our staff a lot. And it's been really good working with them.
So do you think families in the workplace benefit the company?
I think family definitely benefits the company because it's one of the reasons we keep coming back, because the family's tight, you have connections, and when you have family working in a workplace, like, you can hold each other accountable to, do your job, come into work and stuff, just simple stuff like that.
Because most people say business and family don't mix. Would you agree with that?
I don't agree with that. I feel like every business needs to be a family business, and a lot of people can't make it work because they get their family and the work priorities mixed up, and that's why it never really works. But Junior Express has done a pretty good job of that, even with Emily and Mr. K. They do their own thing within the job. When you come to work, you're working. It's not just about family. You treat them as another employee because you're supposed to treat everyone like family. So there really shouldn't be a difference between them.
All right, and I think that's all we have for your interview today.
All right.
And what's your name?
JD.
And would you say that Chicken Express feels like a family business?
Like working with everybody and whatnot, yeah, I would say we're like a family for sure.
Okay, and I know you've worked with a couple families.
I have worked with almost every family that's worked here. I've worked with Kane and Miss T, and Mr. K or Kevin and Emily, and LaShawn, Jimmy, and Maurice. No? Who is it?
Layla.
Layla. Oh, my bad. I cut the cam. but yeah. I mean, Austin and his brother, Andrew.
Jackson. Okay. And sorry, Andrew.
Jackson.
And what's your crazy story from each family?
From each family, Austin was like the first quote unquote family member that I worked with. I just recently worked with Jackson for the first time, but craziest story is me and Austin went and played golf and he got his ass whooped by like 20 strokes. Yeah, 8 strokes. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about work.
Work stories. Craziest story. Crazy story I heard of was, I don't know if it was LaShawn or who one of them was, but they got into a fight with Tay because Tay didn't like the way he was talking to him or something like that. So that was the thing. Let's see. Craziest story. I don't really have a story other than let's see. I think one time Kevin, the manager, he punched the wall really hard. One time he was definitely gonna crash out. He was all frustrated about something. I guess we were busy or something. And he just started throwing shit and started punching the wall, and it was just that was pretty crazy.
Anything about the other part of that family?
Yeah, so his daughter Emily got arrested when Leanne was working here. I think it happened twice. And yeah, so but I wasn't here for either time, so that kind of sucked. But yeah,
And who's your favorite family out of all the families?
definitely Austin and Jackson for sure. They both are just really good at their jobs. Definitely a very good duo, and me and Austin played golf, so that was cool. And Austin was like the first person I worked with.
And who's your least favorite family?
Least favorite family, probably the new family, LaShawn, Jimmy, and Layla.
Why?
They're very slow, and it's very slow, and they don't do their job as well as everybody else, in my opinion. And it's like nothing against them or nothing, but I guess they're just getting used to it, even though they worked here for a while already. Yeah.
And do you think that family and business mix? Because some people say they don't mix.
Can you repeat the question?
Because some people say that family and business don't mix. Would you agree with that, Edward?
I definitely wouldn't go into business with any of my family members. But I guess it works for some people won't work. But a lot of like, if you see like Gordon Ramsay stuff, like a lot of the kitchen nightmare stuff is with families and whatnot. Like here, I'd say it wouldn't be a problem because I mean I just don't see it being a problem with some families, but with others it could be.
Do you think that any of them are biased because of their family works? Like, what, any nepotism?
I don't think so. Not that I've seen.
These all pretty fair.
Yeah.
Would you recommend families working here?
Would I recommend my family to work here?
Or just families?
Oh,
yeah,
families?
We can do your families here.
My family wouldn't work here, but you know, but I would recommend other like it's cool, but like as long as you're like not doing one person's jobs all together, like as long as you're doing your own thing and making sure you're getting stuff done. Yeah.
All right. And I think that conducts our interview.
All right.
All right. What's your name?
Alex?
All right, Alex. And would you consider Chicken Express a family type business?
Yeah, I would definitely say it is a family business.
And how many of the families have you worked with?
I would say I worked with a few, like a good few, at least maybe 5 different families. And one of them is the Reeves. The other one is
Which is list all of them.
the Reed family is going to be Kane and Miss T. The other family is
In both. Bo.
Oh yeah, and Bo too. Yeah, Bo works with them too. And then we're gonna have another family as Sean, Jimmy, and then their sister, Layla. And then we also had another family of Mr. Kevin and Emily, and then Maya. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Did you work with her?
No, I actually never worked with Maya before.
And
I did hear good things about her though. So.
and the Mutchers,
The what?
Austin and Jackson.
Oh yeah, and then Austin and Jackson, the two brothers. They were both managers, and they were awesome managers too at the time, including Kane, Miss T, and I think Abby and Zeke.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good one.
Both of them are engaged.
Totally
So
forgot about that.
I would say those two as well. As a good.
And didn't Abby's cousin work here?
Abby's still work here, yeah, but
No.
Zeke doesn't.
No, Abby's cousin.
Abby's cousin? I don't.
She was a manager before. I think that was before your time, but
Yeah, I think her cousin did work here way before I joined.
okay. And out of all the families, which one's your favorite?
The family with the Mr. Kevins and the Reeves family too.
And what's the craziest story out of all those families?
Craziest story? I say when I was working with Mr. Penn and Emily, they worked like a whole duo, like the best duo out there that you could get. The whole right, left hand was the best. I guess I say if you give them a challenge, they'll accept it and they'll get it done real fast.
That shit. And then what's your least favorite family? Was there ever like a family that you didn't like to work with?
Actually, I didn't have any least favorite family that I saw. I thought all of them was really awesome and good.
And do you think that family and business mix? Because you know there's the famous saying, "Family and business don't mix." Would you agree with that?
No. I mean, what I think is that is what you choose to be your family. It's not what you have, it's what you choose to have your family.
And so even with the ones who are not related, we would say that we're all still a family.
Yes. I would say we're still a family even we're not blood related. And I say it's the best if you have the good trust with them.
And do you think that there's any biasness or nepotism?
What do you mean by that?
Nepotism would just be that you favor your family over the regular employee.
I say yes.
Oh, go get into that.
I think I say I'll favor family than over a regular employee because I mean you don't know them too much. You don't know them too much. You gotta get to know them.
But would you say it's not right to treat like your family member better than a normal employee?
No. I'll say this that I'll have more trust in family than like the unknown employee.
And would you recommend any of your family to ever work here?
What do you say?
Would you recommend any of your family to work here?
If they're here, then yes, I would. I would recommend at least my cousins.
Yeah.
Because for sure I know my brothers and sisters are not here.
But, so would you recommend that we keep hiring people that are related? Because technically we're not supposed to.
I say it's fine, as long as there's no, what's it called? I forgot what's it called, but it's more like, don't bring in your own personal problems from outside of work.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Leave that out there and try not to drop it on all of us, you know?
So do you recommend that other companies hire families? Or people that are related?
I know there's some companies out there that has family related. I know there's some out there.
So you think we overall work well as a family?
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
I think that's our interview.
What's up, brothers?
What's your name?
Maurice Patterson, back at it again.
Speak normal. Okay. And so would you consider Chicken Express to be a family business?
Yeah, they're really they're really understanding and stuff like that. They're sorry, my fault. They're really understanding and just they're there for you basically. That's it, pretty much.
Okay. And I know you've worked with a couple of families.
Yep. Yeah, you know, work with Kevin, Emily, BC, you know, OGs and stuff like that. Kate, Tanya, you know, the people, Austin, and then Austin.
Jackson.
All the people that I work with, I consider family. Some.
Okay. And what's your favorite family?
Favorite
of the
family?
families.
Like families, I'm guessing family of 3 or 4 would be the Kevin, Abby, and Emily arc. The Kevin, Emily, Jackson arc. The Austin, Jackson, and Toya arc. And then the Kane, Jackson. Then the Kane, Mr. K, and Abby arc.
Do you have any crazy stories about any of those individuals?
Abby almost got into a fight with one of the customers because they were being. Okay.
Let's get into that.
So basically, right, it was a late night shift. We were getting slammed on talking grams. Don't know why.
Okay.
So we were just getting random slammed, and there's this one person, right? Horrendous. She pulls up, calls Abby straight up a bitch. I'm like, that's crazy. Straight up, for no reason either. For no reason. And we don't know why Abby's yelling at people. People are just yelling. People are yelling, I'm like, what's going on? And Abby wasn't fighting for and stuff. Shit happens. Whatever. Kevin, there's another one. There's another story. Kevin. Okay, there's another one. Kevin, one of them, I think like a family member, like a group family, was like racist type, and they were being racist to me and other people, and Kevin stepped in and started talking to them, like, hey, don't do that, and they're like stepping up to the family, as usual, you know, that's what he does. Emily, she picks fights with everybody, she has an attitude with everybody, but you know, with customers, when they're like mean to her or to her staff, so she's there for people. Kay, she's stubby. Not really nothing crazy. Just stubby. Sonia, she's a nice person to talk to, but she's been through a lot. Like, it's a nice person to just talk to and stuff.
Yeah. And would you do you think there's any nepotism, any biasness within the families?
Some in the beginning when I was studying, yeah, a little bit, but that's just because that's happens everywhere. Where you start out and like people, like you're a newbie, it's not really like you gotta like earn your way to that spot.
I don't think you understood my question.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that members of families treated their other part of the family better than the normal employees?
No, everybody was treated equally. Everything, everybody was the same amount of love and everything, you know, no reason.
And do you think a business and family mix? Because there's, you know, a big saying that they say family and business don't mix.
For Chicken Express, for CE, it's different. You know, you have to work well together to make this business run, unless you think you're bad, like you're a solo man, which it does happen sometimes, but that's just because other people are doing other things, not like you guys hate each other, so you're gonna do one thing by yourself. Let the team go on. It's more of a family. It's more family than just business.
Okay. And would you ever recommend any member of your family to work here?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, no. Because all my family members, oh my god, all my family members have attitudes and they're like a really one-sided thing. So like if you say something bad, like that, because they're gonna hold the ground on you.
Okay. And do you think would you recommend that we can continue to hire families because we're not technically allowed to fire people who are hire people that are related?
I think so. Like to a certain extent, like brothers and sisters, I think you should definitely.
Because you have like light skin.
Yeah, like brothers, sisters, cousins. Yeah, Those are okay, just not like actual like mom, dad stuff or like husband and wife. I don't know why they do it. Just sometimes.
Is it just spouses or couples? You don't
Yeah,
like
like couples or spouses.
I would agree.
Definitely not. That's like horrible because then, yeah, it's just bad for the company, you know, falling behind and stuff. Had it once, that was bad. It was a bad experience. Okay. Another thing. I don't know if you're gonna mention this, but Cook family is my favorite cook of all time. Courtney, he was pretty cool. The Cook family, Courtney and Courtney B and Kevin at the time, he was good. Like good shit. General manager, good. Those are the fun times. Those are the best times, honestly. Because Courtney, he was just there. He was be fun to talk to and stuff. Just a kid, jokes around. Great man.
Would you? So you say we're a family business overall?
Yeah, I would.
Just that type of culture.
Wait, what?
That type of culture, environment, just that vibe, family.
It's just that vibe where we all get along. Less necessarily we don't, but that rarely happens.
Alright. That's our interview.
Sweet.